my brothers and sisters, and welcome to my page. My page is about common sense. I try to keep it down to the nitty gritty, get to the gist. I try to keep it under 10 minutes. If you have any comments, suggestions, or insults, you can put it down below, and I will put it down there and basically approve of it. Okay, my brothers and sisters, and everything in between. Okay, alien grays, ship-shapers, lizards, okay, people who know me in connection, who are my clients, people who are assholes, people who are racist, who are my friends, okay, people who don't like the human race, all sorts of beautiful, beautiful beings in this world. Okay, lately I've been busy, I told you. I told you I got to train my wife and daughter. I got things to do. I got a 100% control. 150%. Well, even 200, I can say. I know a lot of people hate me because they don't like to read or listen. But this video is going to be about, okay, marriage is important, okay. Now, okay, before I continue on with this marriage, the definition of marriage is basically when two people are making an agreement. Okay, there are vows. There is something called prenuptial agreements. There is things you can do to a woman. I'm talking from the perspective of a man and also from a woman that are at a disadvantage for men, most likely so. That men can protect themselves. This is what I say to you, my brother, and my sisters too, who think that marriage is very important. Marriage is important only if you're in another country. Okay, that's the only time it's important. Okay, now you got to be careful in some countries like Dubai. Okay, you're living up there with your little honey or your girlfriend. You can get arrested. It's the law. In the lands of the Muslim communities, Dubai. Okay, I just saw on the internet somewhere. And if you get caught with a female in your house, you go to jail. All right? So you got to watch the countries and understand the laws of how marriage works, or copulation with your so-called associate other, right? Now, okay, marriage is not important in America, okay, because the feminist movement, the dark side of the feminists, caused a rift with the white man, to be very simply put, okay? Something called the Chaos Project, pursued back in the 1940s and 50s. The domestic part version, where women said they wasn't treated fairly. They didn't want to be in the house working for their white masters. Remember? 1950s and 60s. Remember the golden age? It only lasts for 10 years, babies. All right? Okay, remember, the black man was still in bondage, while Martin Luther King was just about to do his riots, which he learned from Mahatma Gandhi. Okay, he used the tactics and methods, all because of Abraham Lincoln, Emancipation Declaration. All right, marriage is only important when you go overseas, my brothers. Yeah. Remember that, to bring the woman over here, you got to make sure you put everything out, though, because a lot of white guys, a lot of white guys, Caucasoids, are being killed. Okay. I say many times over and over again, you watch the TV show called Snapped, you will understand how I feel. I feel much, much remorse for them. I'm like, damn, I can't believe how smart they are, but how stupid they are. Haven't they mastered that? No, they haven't mastered it. If you watch the movie Shaka Zulu, you understand that. Even before the movie Shaka Zulu, they tried to do a, coup de grace upon women. They had mistresses off with your heads. They had multiple kings, had multiple wives and mistresses, but that shit didn't work. Now we at the new age now. Where now this thing called marriage now. They had marriage back in those days, where the kings used to copy off the ancient, older African kings, or the aboriginal colored kings. Colored kings, okay? We don't have to go in the specifications with it, okay? If you want to do the reference, you can do the research yourself. I did the research, okay? All right, I'm just trying to narrow it down. I told you I get to the nitty gritty, baby. I don't do all that reference points and all that stuff. So you want to find out, go in another video and look up how African tribes lived, especially the Zulu tribes. Look at all the indigenous people, the colored, okay? They were doing that shit long before the white man. They say the white man came from the mountains. They say the white man came from the Egyptian pyramids. Okay? They say the white man came from another fucking planet. But does it really matter? It doesn't really matter. It's a failed attempt, especially in the United States of America. In the United States of America, we got marriage. It's called a bondage, a vow, in which both people are supposed to work together. Okay, where the man works, he supplies the bread, while the woman takes care of the children. That's how it's supposed to be. But the white man said, fuck this. We're gonna create something called the chaos, right? We're gonna break this shit up here. Because they have a monopoly, okay? They are basically saying to a man, if you don't have enough wealth or enough knowledge, you may have to go do some heinous things to take out a woman who's trying to threaten your fucking life and your money and your manhood. While all a woman has to do is be cunning with the pussy. Cunning with her beauty. Are you out of your mind, okay? You understand the importance of marriage now? It's not important as much as in America. But it's very important to bring over a woman over another country, especially if she's innocent or naive, okay? Or docile. Docile means that the woman is not knowledgeable. She's very nice. You take advantage. Now, a lot of bad guys take advantage of these type of women, and that's karma dharma for your ass, okay? You never take advantage of a nice woman. Never do that. I take advantage of nice women because I tell them exactly what's going to happen, okay? Isn't that nice? I usually, if you don't do this for me, then I have rights to this, okay? And same and vice versa. I say, if something happens to me, I want you to do this. You know, you got to give a balance there. But overall, I'm in control, okay? Marriage is only important to foreign women, okay? So, now these days in America, marriage is a form of prostitution, okay? Marriage is a form of control, okay? To weak-willed men, simp men, predominantly lighter-skinned to white Caucasoid men. Black men don't have time for that, okay? Because they have other seeds to lay out to other women, okay? So, but you got a lot of stereotypicals out there who say black men are the dirtiest. No, but it's not. It's white men who are the dirtiest. There's more white men than black men, okay? Statistically, there are more white gay men than black men, okay? All right, so we got that statistic out of the way, right? We got that fact out of the way, right? If there's more white people in America than black people, then you know white people are doing the most heinous things. They are the ones who get the little boys up the booties, okay? All right, they're the ones who go and traveling 50,000 miles to see the little 13-year-old little booty girl, right? What do black people do? They stay in your own hoods because they ain't got no money. They can't travel unless they're a drug dealer, okay? You know what I'm saying? You see the rap stars. You see Lil Wayne and shit, as ugly as he is, he getting some ass. Look, come on now. It's all about money now. So the white man set up a system in place. Hallelujah. So we all can be free, okay? Y'all men, you hear me? Well, women have to use the cunningness of the pussy, okay? But you got to be careful, y'all women, because if you lay around with the wrong man, that'll be the last of your ass. Women disappear every 5 minutes. I think it's less than that, babies. I got to be careful. You deal with me, I'm taking your life, okay? You no courts. I don't do that. I tell you straight up, don't do that, okay? Don't do that. Don't lie. I'm going in the courts telling the truth and you making up lies. You telling me I hurt you and I did all these things. They better not let me out. Hey, I got redneck friends who do my job for me. I don't have to pay them. They'll take your ass out again. But anyway, marriage is a form of a prostitution. Love is a business, okay? Technically, it's a fucking business. It's a trade-off thing. I'm going to go over 10 minutes with this. You must get your prenups, okay? Marriage is very important, okay? I don't have to sign a prenup because of the fact that I got my wife from overseas, and I know that she don't know a lot of technicalities, okay, of this country, how it works, okay? But of course, that's the only one thing. If I get wealthy, she won't get shit, okay? She just be a dead motherfucker, red motherfucker. I'm just joking. I would have killed a motherfucking fly, okay? But, okay, you know how the way your mentality has to think when you're dealing with a woman? The devil, okay? That's the devil. The woman is the devil. Everybody says that. There's always some woman. James Brown said it's a woman. You know, the woman, somebody's a woman. So you got to be careful, okay? You got to have your brain intact. Of course, yeah, white guys can get that down. Y'all in technicalities and shit, okay? Y'all with the monotone voices, okay, right? Y'all with the monotone voices. Help out other guys, y'all guys. Okay, that's what they do. People are doing that now, okay? So y'all guys got to start getting your passports and prenuptial agreements. You got to have multiple wives, or you can stay overseas, okay? You got a wealth full of money, you could build something over there, okay? And have multiple wives. You don't have to speak the language. It was easy for me, okay? It was easy for me. I don't even need to talk their language. I have to show some cash and say, hey, you my servant now. You my servant. You gotta make sure you don't got no AIDS. You gotta make sure the pussy's clean, okay? Y'all guys gotta think that way, okay? See, the kingdoms are built that way, you know what I'm saying? One man getting 15 girls pregnant, okay? And he's taking care of business, that's a man. But one woman taking care of 15 men, that don't move. That don't make nations, baby. That doesn't make nations. Okay? Now you gotta make sure everybody's of age. Because y'all crackers are getting caught up with MSNBC and shit on TV and shit. I'm like, damn, man, what the fuck? This dude traveled over to the next state for some pussy and shit. I'm like, what the fuck is that? I have not seen one black yet. I was like, how to catch a predator? Are you crazy? God damn it, okay? Marriage is important, okay? But if you do finally meet the right one, okay, you better stick with her. And don't play a game, okay? Because most women are not attracted to average-looking men. They're not. And even if they're attractive, okay, they're not attracted to their own type of average-looking type of men. I've talked to hundreds of them, okay? I'm like, how the fuck are you interested in that guy? And this is the only type of guy that types of guys that get in your pussy when you don't even look like a fucking 8, 9, or 10-piece chicken nugget motherfucker. Are you crazy? I make these bitches laugh all the time. That's just me. I have a personality and charm. Now, a lot of motherfuckers out here in this YouTube, they look at me and say, oh, you ain't sure got a mole. I said, motherfucker, I want that shit. I was in jail, motherfucker. I have videos and stuff. I tell you that shit too. I got it. I still got my recordings, voice recordings and shit. And what the fuck you have? You have absolutely nothing. I have a beard and it's white, like the fucking Vikings. I have a bald head. Look at my bald head. Okay, what the fuck is you got? I got the color of my skin. I have Negro features and shit that you hate. You jealous. Don't be jealous. Don't cut your long ass hair. I have a couple white friends who have they used to have long hair. I said, who the fuck told you to cut your hair? Who the fuck told you to cut your long Jesus hair? Y'all crackers better stop, okay? Stop with the insults. It doesn't bother me one bit. I just block your shit down there. I see what you're doing. You know, some white cracker told me, you still got videos? And I'm like, yeah, I'm making videos, dude. I'm not looking for popularity. I'm just getting out knowledge. From the perspective of a pimp player. I'm not a player, though. I do play. I like to play video games. I don't understand. The terminology of a player is someone who plays with women's hearts, okay? A womanizer. And a womanizer needs to get AIDS, okay? He needs to get herpes. God, sex does not feel good when you're wearing a condom and a Jimmy hat. It just doesn't feel good. All right? Okay. I like cream. I'm the Tootsie Roll, New York style Tootsie Roll, baby. Don't do it with me. Don't play that with me. Please don't do that. Now, okay, that's all I wanted to say about marriage. Marriage is important when you're overseas and you're in another country and everybody's talking kumbaya, okay, and they're harmonic in different languages and you just speak in English because that's the most superior race, okay? That's superior language. And they got to come to you because you got the money, you got the knowledge. Okay? That's when marriage is important because you got to bring them over here. I brought my wife over here. Everybody told me, don't bring her over here. But she was a virgin. She bled all over the place. She was bleeding. I killed her. Okay? I brought her over here because I got plans, motherfuckers. I got other plans. Look at my other videos if you want to know. You dumb motherfuckers. Now, okay. Marriage is important when you're overseas only. Okay? Because you got to bring her over. The process takes about 3 fucking years. And I did it myself. Lawyers told me I couldn't do it. And I did it. I read all the technical white man jargon and figured the motherfucker out. I guessed the motherfucker. Guess what? She's here now. She's Ethiopian. My first daughter is here. You saw her. Now, okay, what's next about marriage? Marriage is important only for in another country, not in this country. When I figured that out, at a young age. I was like, hey, this girl got me whipped, okay? And I didn't even stick my penis in her. How many times I gotta say that again? I almost killed myself and didn't get none. But then I realized, wait a minute, a pimp told me in the hall and said, hey, you weeping for that dirty bitch? You weeping for that? You gonna marry her? You out of your mind? She ain't obey you? Psst. Marriage is irrelevant in America. White guys and black guys, they already know this. All guys who know, have knowledge, you know that marriage is irrelevant. It's not necessary in this country. For you white guys, I'm just trying to look out for you. I just told you. Unless you want to sign a prenup and you got money and you're a liar or you don't know yourself or you're sick. Marriage is not important in this country. You go to another country, it may not even be important in that country. But just be careful of the laws out there. Okay? Because I know white guys like to fuck little boys up the booty and she can go to Africa and shit. Spread diseases and shit, you know what I'm saying? I know how they think. I know how you're thinking. Peace and love to you, brothers and sisters of light and dark. Welcome to my page.